Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Camberley Theatre for the first Surrey Heath Business Awards. Please welcome your host for the morning, Gavin Gray.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, business representatives, industry leaders, councillors, officers, and of course, so worshipful, the Mayor of Surrey Heath Borough Council. And we're honoured as well, in case you didn't know, to have the delegation from our twin town in Germany, Bietenheim-Bessingen, and them, Jürgen Kessing. A very warm welcome to you today. I've been practicing Bietenheim-Bessingen all night. Guten Morgen, willkommen, that's it. That's about all I can do, so you won't have to face any more. So we're looking today, of course, at the Surrey Heath Business Breakfast and the first ever Surrey Heath Business Awards. And in Surrey Heath, of course, we're very lucky to have some international firms, SC Johnson, Siemens, Eli Lilly, Merrill Lynch. But the heart of the British economy, the heartbeat of Surrey Heath's local economy, is made up of a lot of very, very small companies, small and medium-sized companies. I'm a journalist, but I run a small company too, and I Googled on the Federation of Small Businesses site, and here are some figures that you probably already know. There are an estimated 5 million small businesses in the United Kingdom, employing 24.5 million people, with a turnover of £3,300 billion a year. It's extraordinary. All the FTSE 100, FTSE 250 companies get the headlines, but it's actually small businesses like the ones here today that are the real drivers behind the economy. Small and medium enterprises account for 99.9% of all private sector businesses. And employment-wise, the private sector of small and medium enterprises employ almost 60% of people, and 50% by turnover is the SME as well, employing 14.4 million people. It is an extraordinary amount of money, an extraordinary amount of generation of wealth. And the other thing, of course, about small businesses is that they often don't have the budget to be able to go out and do large advertising campaigns and advertise on telly, radio, and in print, which is why events like this are so great at people being able to network, seeing where there's synergy between other companies locally, and at least being able to put names to faces and faces to names to actually negotiate some deals. So those are mind-blowing figures, and for those here today, I thank you for coming, and also congratulate those who have won the awards. We'll find out who those are shortly, but also congratulate those who have been shortlisted in the competition. And I'm sure this gets said at every award ceremony, but actually competition was tough. I also congratulate any small business that's managing to stay afloat, and those who are thriving as well in what's been a tough economic climate and a difficult period. I'm sure the Chancellor would admit to that. This event, though, is a celebration of some of the fantastic, innovative and hard-working people in Surrey Heath and the hard-working businesses in the borough. The awards, launched in January of this year, were open to all Surrey Heath-based businesses to enter in one of 5 categories. And here they are. So these are the awards we're giving out, and those are the awards on the table in the centre of the stage that we will be giving out shortly. So the first award was for Best New Business, another one for Marketing Innovation, another one for Export, Developing New Talent, and then Social and Environmental Responsibility. Now, for the first award of this nature, or for the first set of awards of this nature, the judges were amazed and delighted by the quantity and quality of the entries. And a couple of weeks ago, our expert panel of judges got together and had a good look over the entries, and then whittled down a short list to select an eventual winner for each category. So, who was on the panel? Well, we're very grateful for the help of Louise Punter, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Surrey Chambers of Commerce. Colonel Dan Rex as well, the Station Commander from the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst across the A30. Mark Pearson, the Chief Executive Officer of Surrey Connects. Kelvin Menon, the Executive Head of Finance at Surrey Heath Borough Council, and lastly, Kate Dean, the Customer Development Director of Segro PLC. So those were the 5 judges, and as I said, they met and looked through all the applications, whittling it down into a shortlist, which we will give you shortly, and then to the award. So without further ado, let's kick off then with the first category, Best New Business. Now, each of the awards were subject to a set of criteria, and you had to meet the criteria, and the best company that met the criteria, as it were, or met them best, has won the award. So for Best New Business, these were the criteria. Performance against business objectives was the first one. Then an organization which can demonstrate sound business and financial planning. An organization which can demonstrate success in overcoming challenges to drive forward its business plan. And then some, I think, that sometimes overlook staff involvement and motivation to meet business objectives. And lastly, a clear plan for future growth to the organisation. So to present this first award of the morning, please welcome to the stage the leader of Surrey Heath Borough Council, Councillor Moira Gibson. As you can see, Councillor Gibson has the golden envelope. And what was the shortlist?
Thank you, Gavin. The shortlist for the best new businesses are At the Ark, which sells antique, retro and reclaimed interiors from home and gardens from all over Europe and beyond. Clarity Wills, a young, vibrant and exciting new company who are looking to pull the will writing and estate planning industry into the 21st century. And Nutriment, marketing, making and selling high-quality raw foods for pets in the UK and indeed around the world. And so those were the 3 shortlisted companies. And the winner is Nutriment Limited.
Congratulations, Nutriment. The judges were impressed by how far Nutriment have come since they began trading in 2013. Producing and supplying high-quality animal food, they pride themselves in the quality of their products, netting over £1 million in revenue in the past year. Congratulations to Nutriment winning our first award. Would anyone from Nutriment like to say a few words? It's up on the lectern.
Good morning, everybody. We made a huge leap of faith last year. As it says on the screen, we opened at 28th of June with 10 staff, 8,000 square foot, £500,000 in debt and no customers. But we knew our product, we knew the industry, we knew our customers, and the phone started to ring. We never gave up hope. It was probably the most terrifying few months of our lives, but we absolutely knew where we were going. And I think with the support of the community, and particularly the Surrey Heath area, who we'd worked amongst for a number of years, we were able to trade with confidence and start reaching out to all over the country and into Europe as we're doing now. So thank you very much for this award.
Thank you, Nutriment, and thank you, Councillor Gibson.
There's no stopping us right now.
Moira's really going to confuse things now. She's left a golden envelope up here. Somebody's going to get confused and read out the wrong one. I'll put the used ones down here. Right. On to our second award. This is for marketing innovation. Now, the criteria for this award were only the 3 of them, but they're quite complicated. Companies entering this award had to meet the following criteria: demonstrable relationship between campaign and achieving targets, evidence of innovative marketing methods to achieve goals, and lastly, evidence of originality and creativity in the marketing message. And to present this award, please welcome to the stage from Segro, the Customer Development Director, Kate Dean.
for marketing innovation are collectively Camberley, the improvement district company aiming to make Camberley the destination of choice for shoppers as well as a vibrant location for business and residents. Creative Dynamic Print, identifying the communication gap between printers and their clients to provide first-class print services to all businesses. Project 5, aiming to be the most helpful and friendly IT support company in Surrey. And the winner is Project 5.
It was the originality, quirkiness, yet simplicity of Project 5's vintage delivery van marketing campaign that grabbed the judges' attention and made this a clear winner.
I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field.
Congratulations again to Project 5. Would you like to say a few words? Yep.
It's very bright. Thank you, everybody. This is really good for us to be recognised for this award, because one of the things I always say is there's no amount of talking I can do is going to break your computer. I just have to hope you remember us when it does break, and that's what this van does. Thank you.
I'm waiting for somebody to do an Oscar acceptance speech where they start thanking family, friends, and then start crying. But as yet, no luck. On to the third award of the morning, the Special Export Award. Now, the criteria for this particular award were the following: a commitment to international trade, increasing sales in new markets, and persistence to want to trade abroad. And being a journalist myself, you don't have to look far in the newspapers to see the words red tape somewhere, and it can be a struggle to trade abroad. So this was a very tough category. Now, to present this award, please welcome to the stage the Mayor of Beatonheim-Bessingen. That's 3 times I've managed to get that right. Jürgen Kessing, and also the Chief Executive of Surrey Connects, Mark Pearson.
This particular award is one that's very close to my organisation's heart. Surrey Connects is an organisation that wants to promote greater trading, wants to create greater wealth and productivity across the whole county. Exporting, being open for business is particularly important. And as just been said, in terms of the perception that to export means a lot of red tape. In conjunction with Surrey Chambers of Commerce, we've recently launched a new product that's available to all businesses that's called Export Surrey, and that's to actually demonstrate to yourselves that you can export, that it's not difficult, and there's actually huge potential for growth in your companies if you actually go down the exporting route. It does require time and effort, but it is particularly important as the country starts to ease out of the recession. And for Surrey as an economy, as has already been said, we're a very successful place, but our economy in gross terms actually grew by 8.1% in the latest figures to the end of 2012. You're part of that, and it's down to your success as businesses. We actually feel we could grow even more as a place, as a county, if we could sell more, and selling more overseas is particularly important. So it gives us great delight to have been involved with this particular award. So, Jürgen, would you like to announce who's won?
Sure. Good morning. I'm the mayor. Now listen. Bietigheim-Bissingen.
Oh, I'm never going to. One more
we
time.
We can try it together. Bietigheim-Bissingen. It is with great pleasure that I present this special award. And the special award for Best Export Business goes to...
Hang on. Have we done the short? Yes. Yes. No, you're good. Yeah.
The winner is Amazon Filters. Congratulations.
Amazon Filters Limited is one of Europe's leading filtration equipment manufacturers. It now makes up 60% of the company's revenue, with a growing number of successful distributors in all key countries in mainland Europe, and then significant partners in South Africa, South America, and Australia.
I feel so close to you right now, it's a force field. I wear my heart upon my sleeve like a big deal. Your love
like to say a few
words? Surround me like a waterfall.
Good morning, everybody. If you listen to the media, the TVs or the newspapers, you would believe that there's not a manufacturing business in the UK, but we're a very successful UK manufacturing company, and we've been successful partly because of diversity in the regions that we operate, and we do operate in Germany, but unfortunately not in your area. But we have offices in Germany and salespeople around the world. But also diversity in terms of the markets that we operate in. And because we operate in so many different markets, even when the recession hit, for instance, we sell to beer and wine and for drugs, products for beer and wine and drugs. And when a recession hits, some manufacturing goes down, but people usually turn to beer and wine and drugs, so that part of the business goes up. So our diversity has helped our business grow. And I looked at our financial year ends in February, just gone, and last year we exported 64% of our products. But one of the other parts of our success has been working in this area, and it provides good premises and good people, and that helps with our success. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I've just been challenged to say it again, but I'm going to fail on that. Thank you. Thanks. Now, at this point, I'd like to thank Surrey Heath for allowing me to come today, because the last time I did an after-dinner speech or a presentation award, I sat down afterwards. I was aware it wasn't going very well, and I sat down afterwards next to the organiser, and he looked at me and said, "That was the worst after-dinner speech I've ever heard." And I was really disappointed, because I'd spent a long time preparing for it. So I turned to my other side, where the deputy of the organising committee sat, and he said to me, "Don't listen to him," he said. "He only says what other people think." Okay, on to the next award, please, which is Developing New Talent. Now, companies entering this award had to meet the following criteria: that they could demonstrate dedication to development and the training of the workforce, that they could demonstrate how they can provide opportunities for employee development, and also a commitment to creating a supportive business culture. And lastly, can demonstrate a willingness to explore and provide benefits for staff. And to present this award, please welcome to the stage the Deputy Leader of Surrey Heath Borough Council, Councillor Richard Brooks.
Well, I'm delighted to present this award. I've played my own part in developing talent over the years. I have 6 children. But moving swiftly on, there are obviously some very good companies in Surrey Heath, and there's a lot of effort that goes into developing the talent within those companies to make the companies thrive. But the shortlisted companies are Glow Hair Salon, a beautiful boutique salon set in the busy Atrium complex, another Surrey Heath success, on Park Street in Camberley. Orcare, a small but ambitious web design agency based in Camberley who don't speak geek, just clear and easy to understand plain English. Pennypot Day Nursery, preparing confident children ready to realise their full potential in mainstream schooling. And the winner is... Orcare Limited.
Orcare are a web design agency whose commitment to training and providing fantastic opportunities for young people wishing to embark on a career in web massively impressed the judges.
So close to you right now, it's a force field. I wear my heart on my sleeve like a big deal.
I just wanted to say thank you for the award. I think we've worked really hard.
Hang on a minute, is it a selfie or are you taking a photo? Sorry.
Upstage badly. Thank you for the award. I think we've worked really hard for it. I'd like to thank the team because you can see that as the company's grown, we've doubled in size over the last 3 years each year, and that's because of the team. And this was my first apprentice, and you can see that the business has grown. I never would have guessed that apprenticeships could have made such a dramatic difference to the business. And thank you, Jacob. Thank you.
There's no stopping us right now.
Congratulations there to Orcare. Okay, now then. The last of our awards for this morning. And that is for social and environmental responsibility. Now, the criteria for this award were an evidence of contribution to the community or the environment beyond any statutory duty, staff engagement and awareness of the community and environmental issues, the ability to demonstrate evidence of a measurable impact on the local community or the environment, and lastly, a commitment to ongoing community or environment or charitable activities for non-commercial gain. And to present this award, please welcome to the stage Her Worshipful the Mayor of Surrey Heath Borough, Councillor Beverley Harding.
Thank you, everybody. Before I begin, I would like to just say my term of Mayor of Surrey Heath is coming to an end in the middle of May, and throughout my year I've supported the Lisa May Foundation, details of which you'll find in your business pack. My last event will be a ball at Penny Hill Park on the 2nd of May, and I would really appreciate any support you could give, or if you could come, that would be absolutely marvellous. So that's my little plug for my charity. Also, I'd just like to say before I present the award, today is the Mayor of Bietigheim-Bissingen birthday. So before I'd like to carry on, I'd say, möchte ich Jürgen, den Oberbürgermeister von Bietigheim-Bissingen, herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag. Okay.
As they haven't walked out, we can assume that was reasonably complimentary.
Anyway, the shortlisted companies for the social environmental responsibility are Creative Dynamic Print, identifying the communication gap between printers and their clients to provide first-class print services to all businesses. Primhurst Enterprise, a new and exciting community interest company dedicated to offering adults with learning disabilities a chance to develop independence and work-related skills. And finally, the Mall Camberley, a leading community shopping centre located at the heart of Camberley Town Centre. And the winner is the Mall Camberley.
The judging panel were very impressed by the Mall's obvious ongoing commitment to supporting community groups and charities, but also how it strives to be an environmentally friendly organisation.
So close to you right now, it's a force field.
Well, I think they say third time lucky. It was we first entered for the British Council of Shopping Centres Environmental Award late last year, and we weren't successful. And it's just absolutely great to stand up here now with an award in my hand. I think I'd just like to say we managed to reduce our electricity consumption by 50% over the space of 5 years. And not only does that help the environment, but it actually helps the whole of the shopping environment in the town centre because it saves money. And that means that the retailers are far more successful. So it just helps us to get a much more vibrant and successful town centre. I'd just like to thank Surrey Heath for organising these awards, and I very much look forward to taking part in them in the future. Thank you very much.
And there's no stopping us right now.
Right. Now, you thought this was all going to go on for an hour and a half, didn't you? Ladies and gentlemen, officers, councillors, industry leaders, business representatives, and Her Worshipful the Mayor, and those representing the Twin Town. Thank you very much indeed for coming along today. That brings our first Surrey Heath Business Awards to a close. Hopefully you found it very enjoyable. Hopefully you've enjoyed breakfast. Breakfast isn't yet over because coffees and pastries are being served now in the exhibition area. But the winners should all be congratulated, and so should those who got onto the shortlist. And indeed, just to stress that the judges did say that the quality of entrance was extremely high. Now, can I ask the winners of each category to go to the small conference room, which is off the room that the pastries are in, for an official photograph before they leave? I do know that the photographs that were being taken here by Ian will be available for a small fee. No, will be available for the winners, so those can be sent via attachment a little later on. Okay, just a reminder that the next business breakfast will be on the 26th of September, same time, same place, and a big thank you to the staff here as well at Camberley Theatre. Great do. Thank you.